Big up, everybody. It's your boy, MUFC fan. I'm back again for the call-in show. You know, you guys requested the call-in show so you guys could have your say. Of course, we'll outline the topics of discussion for tonight, and you already know what's the major topics going on tonight. There's lots of interesting, but I would like to also add one little topic into the table for most of you who may not have been notice this situation. It's a very possible situation right now. There are lots of talk about it. I'm not in London, so I can't confirm, but maybe you guys could give me a better opinion on this. And it's currently being reported that there's a yellow amber alert. Other lots of concerns over the Liverpool Manchester United clash tomorrow at Anfield. Fears are growing over possible postponement over Sunday's Liverpool versus Manchester United match, as the Met Office has issued an amber alert warning for the Merseyside amid the threat of snow and freezing rain that would likely lead to a disruption to transport and some other services. As much as 40 centimeters of snow has been predicted in some areas across the UK, again, and the huge Premier League clash has subsequently been deemed at risk. Snow and then rain is expected to hamper supporters attending the game at Anfield, and the travelers have been recommended to bring warm food, water, blankets, and ice scrapers for the journey. That's very interesting. Those traveling by public transports could see routes disrupted or closed amid temperatures around 3 degrees Celsius, with the feels like temperatures below zero, amid unconfirmed rumors of a meeting scheduled on Sunday morning to decide the fate of the game, which is at 4:30 p.m. Liverpool fans will be all too well aware of the possible postponement. Just last month, the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park was postponed due to a storm, Dara, which was also subject to an amber severe weather warning. A decision to postpone the match was made 3 hours before kickoff at 4:30 p.m. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? BQ says less chance. Let's drop the link, guys, because you know what? It's all about you guys tonight. Depending on how you guys feel, let's see what you guys have to say. Of course, we clash with Liverpool this weekend. I'm not going to be doing the typical match preview tonight. I will try to do a match preview more purposefully tomorrow. But let's talk about it. There's lots of news to be had, lots of information coming out about different targets. Of course, Manchester United are having lots of rumors right now on the verge of signing Victor Osimhen, deal with Napoli, including Marcus Rashford, as one of the reports are stating. Of course, there's lots of different opinions and situations on this. I know, you know, from my perspective, guys, I'm not really interested in Victor Osimhen, but you guys might have more opinions on this. And to be fair, guys, I'm not the one running the club. And my opinions are just my own. You guys are welcome to having yours as well. And then there are interesting reports coming out about other players. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Also, we'll talk about the reports of Bruno Fernandes back in the starting lineup for the game against Liverpool. It's interesting. I see Riley is popping in. Hopefully, he's not going to talk too much about Chelsea doing poorly because they're in the top four. Riley.
Hello there. So I'm thinking for the question: will Liverpool v United be postponed on Sunday? We've got to look at the weather warnings. We've got to look at the weather warnings first to see where Liverpool falls under. I've seen the mitigation, the risk of it. I don't think there's anything serious of it, but it comes to Sunday night. Because if the weather proves to be tough on Sunday morning and on the afternoon of the match they can't get snow cleared, I think the sensible decision is to postpone the game instead of running it.
Interesting. Let's see how it goes, guys. I think for me, safety of the fans is most important. Getting to and from the game is going to be an interesting situation as well. And if there's a chance, hopefully they're able to notify fans with enough time ahead. You know what I mean? So it is what it is where that is concerned. But let's talk about some other things.
A big breaking news for Liverpool camp today. This could be Mohamed Salah's final season in the Premier League.
Well, that's interesting. Biku is going to come in pretty soon, I hope. The Liverpool fan, he'll probably give us an opinion on that and what he thinks about that. For me, Yeah, it's the for and for me, bro. I don't really care too much whether Mo Salah is here or not. Doesn't impact me. I'm a Manchester United fan. You know what I mean? So
So
if he does
so
leave,
so may I say
it's good
also on the
news.
players fitness for United? May I say something about that? I mean, quite frankly, you got to look at the situation for the last game and
Mm.
see if the manager wants to make changes this time round. If
Uh-huh.
Marcus Rashford deserves to start, this could potentially not be the end of a United career. Instead,
Oh,
the
he's not.
rebuild
He's
of
not in the
relationship.
squad, bro. We had the manager's press conference earlier, where he said that Marcus Rashford is not available for selection. He's apparently ill,
Oh
so
yeah,
that's one thing.
yeah. I mean, lots of questions about the future. If Marcus Rashford was to leave, who is going to replace him with the amount of transfers that United did over the past year? You've got to figure about that. You've got to figure that one out. Because if
Figure out
Rashford
what
was to
what
leave the
what I
club,
have. We
and
have
that's
that
with the
figured out, bro. If Marcus Rashford goes, we get Victor Osimhen in a swap deal. That's who replaces him. Someone who can actually play the striker role for Man United.
oh,
So I guess we have it all figured out. I mean, Osimhen is not my first choice. I would prefer to go get Victor Gyökeres. But if this is the circumstances, bro, it is what it is. I think he's replaceable. I certainly don't think that he's more important to the squad. And as you can see here, the reports, I can read it out to you. This is also breaking news. I was going to talk about this in the morning, but since it's coming out tonight, I'll talk about it one time. And Victor Osimhen is expected to move to England in a sensational swap deal involving Marcus Rashford, as per reports. Rashford's situation at United continues to go from bad to worse under Ruben Amorim, who's refused to show his trust in the 27-year-old against Newcastle United, despite his side trailing by the Magpies 2 goals after 20 minutes. I think that spells everything out there, Riley. You know what I mean? And if you look at a lot of the news coming in today, the likes of Garnacho is also possible, up, and he might be getting a move as well. There are reports that Atletico Madrid, Barcelona have all shown interest in him. But there's more reports coming out that confirm that there's reports that Manchester United could offload Rashford in a swap deal involving Osimhen, with Antonio Conte understood to be interested in adding the red to his ranks. He's interested in a swap deal. The Nigerian striker is also reported to be very interested and open to the move if it materializes, because his goal is to get to the Premier League. And for me, there's a source from his camp speaking to the media that says Victor will move. He may wear red colors in England. There are moves already, and it is what he wants. So maybe it may not be Man United, but he might definitely be on his way to the Premier League. I mean, if we could swap Rashford for him, I wouldn't mind it. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
and when you get this report coming out of Italy that the European giants are moving swiftly in to bring him in, it's because they are feeling the threat of Napoli, because they realize Manchester United is serious. And I'm not talking about Napoli here, I'm talking about PSG. PSG, who have been linked to Marcus Rashford, are said to be readying a move, because if it goes in and Napoli secures this deal, there's no chance of them signing him. And if they really want him, they have to come and get him. It is what it is, Riley.
we will see over in the next few days, next few weeks actually, to see the news on that. And as soon as we get even more developments, then there might be big questions if both clubs are not careful, because one club has to make the slow approach, then another. Because if both clubs goes quickly amongst basically the transfer signings by Marcus Rashford and Osimhen, that could spell trouble. So they've got to move forward slowly and in progressive as
Nah,
well.
bro, we need to get this done. Bish, bash, bosh, bro.
I'm
Get
saying
it done.
I say get done, but slowly, because if they sign the player quickly from one club to another, that could spell trouble. So I
It
say
won't
get
spell
on.
any
Don't say
trouble,
I
bro.
say get on but both clubs has got to recommend a respectable fee for the player.
It's one of those things where I'll say it's one of those things where Man United and whoever else is in negotiations, whether it's Napoli, whether it's PSG, as long as they get the deal done and the players are transferred, no one's stressing. It's a done deal. But before you go, Riley, let me drop you in the background for a few minutes. Let me talk to this Liverpool fan, this friend of mine. You know, I'm
Yo,
talking about Biku. Big up to
what's,
Biku in the building. You know,
what's
let's
up,
bring
Mark?
up this. I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy, bro. You know, hard time and everybody's with it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Finally, everybody's with the hard times movement, patience.
yeah,
I
yep,
know I know you're probably happier than I am because as you can
yeah,
see, you know, we're facing Liverpool at Anfield this Sunday.
true. Yeah, I'm
It's
happy.
gonna be a
Yeah,
long one. I know the last
yeah,
time we talked, you predicted a 4-1 drubbing. We drew 1-1. Man United could
yeah,
have actually won the game if not for that miss at the end. You know what I mean?
true,
Very good
true,
saves from your keeper as
true,
well on the day to keep us out from going ahead 2-0. And a good
true.
run from Salah to get. But your team is a team in form.
Yeah,
Manchester United is struggling right now.
true.
What are we saying?
Yeah, but I think Man United will give their best in Anfield. We can't predict that now. I think last season we thought that Liverpool gonna smash Man United at Anfield, but we got drew to and at FA Cup you guys won against us. So we can't predict because it's a Man United. So I think it will be a tough game for me, Mark,
Sure,
because
sure.
it's a Manchester United, not some kind of mid-table club, you know. For me, uh, it's always it's always been a big game for us when it comes to Man United, and yeah, I'm sure. Uh, Maybe I think talking about Salah, I think Salah, Van Dijk, uh, Trent, about their contract. I think FSG needs to be blamed for this situation
Hmm.
as we are in here. So I think hope Salah stays and Van Dijk too. But I think Trent seems like Trent gonna leave us very soon, maybe in summer, as the rumor is so strong with Real Madrid. So
Real
yeah,
Madrid.
I think yeah, with Real Madrid, I think he gonna leave him, bro, because our FSG is not trying any, trying to keep him like a club legend, like seems like FSG is not interested to keep Trent. So I think it's gonna be tough for us to replace him, as he's a great right back for. He has been a great right back for us. So yeah, in Sunday. So for prediction, I can predict in Sunday maybe it's gonna be draw. What do you think about it? Do you think it's gonna be draw?
You know, I mean, you're the better rivals. And what's also interesting is something your manager has said. Your manager,
Yeah,
and
please
I
give me.
want to quote. So hold on, give me 1 second. Let me quote this properly because
Yeah,
I don't want to misquote Arnie Slot. Arnie
yeah,
Slot, sorry. You know what I mean? I mean, like, to be honest, I never downplayed him as a manager. I never underrated him as a manager. I always thought that he's coming in with a good reputation. He's going to do a
yeah,
good job. It's going
yeah,
to work how it's going to work. You know, you had
yeah.
a well-oiled machine for the last 9 seasons on the clock, and
True.
he's getting a good tune out of this team. To be fair,
Yeah,
I can't say anything against what he's saying, but
yeah,
it's really interesting what he had to say about Manchester United. He said it will take a while maybe for Ruben Amorim, but they will definitely go up. They are much better than the league table shows. Liverpool boss says he admitted in
yeah,
sympathy for his counterpart, you know.
yeah,
So it's one of those things that he was also saying that, he doesn't plan to rotate in the game because
yeah,
it's a big game. It's the
yeah,
first
yeah,
fixture of the
yeah,
year as
yeah,
well. And Man
yeah,
United are no slouches. I mean, sometimes
yeah,
it might look bad currently, but United is a team that has a
uh,
good squad of players, and
true,
eventually he will get the best. He's referring to the new manager, Ruben
true.
Amorim.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, you can see against Manchester City how things will turn up in the last minute. You never know that gonna be happen. You know that, and I think yeah, Slot respect Amorian because Amorian came in mandated in just in uh, in the phase of the struggle. Reason why
Hmm.
I think he respects Slot respects Amorian so much because he proved himself in sporting lesbian, and also he defeated Pep Guardiola twice, which is a huge thing for Man United for a Man United. And I think for me, Amorian needs his player like right now he's struggling with his he don't have any kind of player that fit in his system. So I think for me, Amorian gonna change the Manchester United for better, if he gets his player in the future. As you know, as I think for me, Amorian gonna change the Manchester United history for sure, for sure.
Well,
I
I
have
mean, B is saying here, I think he's not too impressed. I think Mr.
uh,
B thinks that Amorim, being the world class manager that he's rated to
yeah,
be, not really Amorim particularly, but someone
mm,
supposed to be able to take a squad of talented
mm,
players and get the best out of them. If I'm
mm,
getting that clearly, Mr. B.
mm,
And what I would say is this: the way Slot has dealt with Liverpool and his approach to the team, I
mm,
think it's very smart. Just like Mr. B is saying, I think he's
mm,
done a very great job with the squad. He slowed down that bomb rush of attacking play and slowed it down a little bit. And I think it just got into the right tempo for the group of players that you have. And I'm hoping that Amarim could do the same with our team, to be honest, because I backed Erik Ten Hag. I didn't think he was
yeah,
the problem. I always thought that the players
mm,
needed more time. They're not the most intelligent players that we've had at
mm,
Man United, and some of them really needed to be moved on. They were just taking up
mm,
places in the team based on, hype, in my honest
yeah,
opinion. And there were some other
mm,
players who I think weren't doing their best, but could
mm,
definitely show more levels.
mm,
Now
yeah,
it's one of those things where Man United is in a different space. We're not in
yeah,
the position that we would like to be. We expect to be a team that will be
mm,
constantly be competing for the title every season. But right
yeah,
now we've been 10 years not doing so well. We've had some good
mm,
runs in between.
yeah,
But yeah,
true,
we're going up against a Liverpool team that's ready to
mm,
win. And I feel
yeah,
like I could only honestly say that we're going to have a tough game. I don't
true,
expect us to lose. I think we
yeah,
might be able to sneak a win. You know what I mean? I kind of
yeah,
believe in what Swag Daddy's saying here. Maybe a 1-0 Man United, or maybe a 2-1 Man United. You know what I mean? It could be a loss
yeah,
as well because your team is free scoring form, to be honest. But
true,
I could never predict a loss. You know what I mean? It's just not in
yeah.
my blood. It's not in
Yeah,
me.
it's okay, Mark. It's okay. What do you think about who's gonna leave the your malab? I think which players are gonna leave Manchester United
For the
in this
game,
summer,
well,
upcoming summer
upcoming summer.
for
Well, I don't
upcoming
know
summer.
about the summer just yet, but in
Oh,
January I'm looking at maybe possibly Casemiro,
yeah,
Ericsson, Lindelof, maybe even a Luke Shaw, possibly to Napoli as well, and
yeah,
possibly even a Marcus Rashford. I think
yeah,
if we can get those players moved on and get
mm,
probably three players to replace them and maybe promote two youngsters, I
mm,
think United will be better for it. And going into the
yeah,
summer, we can make more changes if need be.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
think right now that is the focus. However, it
yeah,
looks like maybe Joshua Zirkzee might be going on a
yeah,
loan to buy option. Juventus
yeah,
has made an approach. They've
Yeah.
already contacted the players' camp and Manchester United as well.
Yeah.
And there have been approaches for Marcus Rashford,
Yeah.
even an approach for. So let's see. I'm excited
And
about it. I hope they
yeah.
can do something.
Yeah. What about Zarzi? I think he should leave, man. I think he's too slow. He doesn't fit in the system. I think he should leave too.
I don't think
Zarzi.
that he doesn't fit the system. I just think he hasn't gotten up to speed yet with the league. I mean, it's
Yeah.
only been what 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel
Mm,
bad for him, to be fair, just like I feel for
mm,
Amarim. At the same
mm,
time, I feel like we could be a little bit more patient with some of the players in the squad. I mean,
mm,
sometimes it's not easy to come
mm.
into a brand new league and play, adjusting to one thing, having one direction, and then that suddenly
Yeah.
is ripped out under you after 2 months, and you have to
Mm,
change everything. You're expected to play a
mm.
whole different way
Yeah.
than you initially thought you were going to have to play. So
Mm,
it's difficult. It's difficult.
yeah.
And if he wants to leave, if it's also a choice of the player that he wants to leave
Yeah.
and he's not comfortable, then I'm with it.
Yeah.
Why keep a player back? You know
True.
what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's not
Yeah.
working, it's not working. I
Yeah.
felt like that was something of similar situation with Marcus Rashford, but we
True.
kept him for almost at the end of the season, he would have been in the first team for 10 seasons. He's only
Mm,
really had 3 good seasons. So
yeah.
it's for me, it's like we kept him 7 years too long. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it is what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's how
Uh,
things happen.
uh, your starting 11 for against Liverpool.
Against
Starting
Liverpool,
11. Yeah.
yeah.
Starting 11.
I'm thinking I would actually start Joshua Zirkzee in this game.
Yeah.
I would put him up front.
Yeah.
I would start 10 next to Bruno Fernandes.
Mm.
And I would definitely be starting Anthony off the right wing back. I think
Yeah.
Mazarawi
Yeah.
should be
Yeah.
playing as the right centre back. I think he's
Yeah.
best there when he helps us build up the play.
True.
I would probably start Maguire because I think he's been pretty good. And I would
Mm,
put Lenny Euro off the left because I think
yeah.
Lissandro Martinez needs to hold a bench. He hasn't been good
Yeah.
at all for the last couple of games. So I would go with
Yeah.
Lenny Euro. And I
Mm,
would probably put Delo in the left wing back. As much as
good.
I don't like him there, I think we
Mm,
need to start. I think initially we can start the game in case of any issues, and we need to rotate the defense in
mm,
the team. And
yeah.
I would look to start Ugarte
Mm,
and Casemiro in the midfield.
mm,
And I'll
yeah.
probably, yeah, that's the team right there.
And yeah, I think and another question for my side. What about set piece that you guys are struggling to deal with it? Your set
What's
piece
that?
like cross, set pieces
Set
that you guys
pieces.
are. Yeah,
Well,
you
the
guys
thing
are
with set
struggling too
pieces,
much, man.
bro, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be an interesting thing. I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think the set piece coach that is the problem. I think the
Yeah.
players just have not been doing well defensively
Mm,
themselves,
okay.
especially Onana, who's expected to
Mm,
lead in those
mm,
situations, and he doesn't seem to look like he's leading in those
yeah.
situations. He looks really
Mm,
terrible. You know what I mean?
yeah. True. And do you think you have to get rid of Onana too? I think he also makes some kind of mistakes, and yeah, communication gap between him and the defender. I think that's what caused some kind of disruption in the defensive area for me.
Yeah, I think Onana has never given me confidence, bro. I
Yeah.
have to be honest and admit I am one of those fans of football that prefers a shot stopper in goal. I would
Mm,
prefer to have a shot stopper in goal who, who can pass out the ball from the back. It's not his best
yeah.
ability, but he's okay. But
Mm,
I prefer the skills for the goalkeeper to be more inclined to, reflex saves and shot stopping. That's just
mm,
me. And yeah,
yeah.
Mr. B, I know Euro is pretty young, but to be honest, I feel like he needs to be thrown into the firing pan into the fire. He has the capabilities. He was the league winner of the season in the team of the season last season, and I think he should be given time. I'm not saying that I expect him to be an 8 out of 10, but I
Mhm.
would play him in the game because he's a very good center back. And you have the low to really do most of the job against Salah, and he could just back
Yeah,
him up. And I think McQuarrie will be very, very good in the corner situations. I think when he's in the
sure.
middle, his head usually gets to almost every ball. And I prefer him
Yeah.
there. Honest, I'm being so honest, bro. I prefer Maguire
Mm,
there in the center back role. And I
yeah.
would drop, you know what I mean, Mazarawi to the right
Martin.
center back
Yes.
because I need him to be pivotal in the build up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Playing out from the
Yeah.
back. So yeah, that's how I would run the 11. I don't know what you would do for your starting 11 for your team, bro, but you can
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Allison gonna start as a goalkeeper, our main goalkeeper. At left back, it's gonna be Robertson. Center back, maybe Kwanzaa and Van Dijk. And I heard that Konate is back, but I'm sure Schrott not gonna start him as a he start him in starting 11. So
Mm,
Konate will be on the bench. So and at right back, it's gonna be short Trent. Gravenberch in midfielder, Gravenberch, McAllister. Maybe I think
mm.
Jones gonna start. I think instead of Soboslai. I think Jones is in form.
Curtis Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah, that brother
Curtis
has been
Jones.
a little bit
Yeah.
effective when he's played against Man United in the last two
Yeah.
games. No, to
Yeah.
be honest, I
Yeah.
mean, I watched the games. Even Ben Doak did a decent job.
Yeah.
So
Maybe yes, and in a false nine, maybe Diaz, and in left wing, it's gonna be Gapco, and right wing Salah. And
okay,
yeah, as a super sub, maybe second half, Jota coming on.
you might
In
need Jota to come in the second half, because
Yeah, yeah, because of
the way
yeah,
Bruno is looking, bro. You
yeah,
know what I mean? I just get
yeah,
the feeling he's gonna be major. You know?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
coming back with
I
a big win,
Yeah,
start the year off right,
mm,
Capitan performance.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing my Bruno kit as well. So yeah, I'm backing him to have a big game.
yeah,
I'm hoping Anthony gets a start as well. I would like to see Anthony get a start with Ahmad in the 10 and him in the right
yeah.
wing back because I think that's gonna do some big damage against your. I
True.
don't think you'll be ready for that one.
Yeah, we are not ready for that one, bro. I'm sure Jota. I think Jota gonna break that defense if he comes in second half.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Uh,
Yeah,
Bro, thank you for
yeah,
coming in and have
yeah,
your say. I'm not
yeah.
gonna
Thank
stay
you.
on too long. As you know,
Yeah,
it was an impromptu stream and I had to push it back because of
yeah,
the manager and press conference earlier that I did.
yeah.
It was supposed to
Okay.
be a stream earlier on this afternoon,
Yeah.
but only happened to do it now. So it's one of
Thank you,
those
man.
things.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna join you in on watch along too.
all right, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. I'll drop the link
Okay.
in the chat for you. If you
Yeah.
join the WhatsApp chat, bro, the link is in the
Yeah.
description
Yeah.
of the
I
stream.
have joined. I have joined.
Right? Drop a message so I could
Yeah.
message you, so I could send you
Okay.
the chat in the
Okay, man.
WhatsApp. So I'll
Okay,
send
man.
you the link.
Bye.
Big up,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay.
Riley, I'm about to go, bro. But before I
Yeah,
go, let
I
me run
know,
through some of
and
the
I will be there
comments.
on Sunday. I will be there on Sunday.
Of
I've already
course you'll
joined
be
the
down.
WhatsApp group. I'll be there on Sunday.
Yeah, bro. I'll send you the link. Don't worry about it,
And
broski.
don't forget to join Boss. Is it? I think it's Happy Hour tonight. I think with Botswana Pappy. With it being the
Botswana is
first.
flying from Botswana to Chicago, bro. I don't think Bots is gonna be on stream tonight. I'm not too sure. I can't confirm just yet, but I don't think he's arrived. So maybe it
Yeah,
might be happy hour tonight, but I don't think he might be hosting. I'll let you know.
please do. And don't forget, people, if that happens, Mark myself will look after you lot over on the network channels too. But
Big
you've
up.
got to say there's been a lot of discussions. And Mark is going to have the final comment.
Big up to you, Riley. Thank you for being here. Hope night. Thank you for joining. We'll be seeing you, Chelsea, soon, very soon, bro. So big up. Guys, it's an interesting one. Interesting conversations to be had tonight. Thank you for everyone who have joined. Big up to Mr. B in the building. Big up to Mr. B in the building. Be nice, bro. We have that feeling for years, but it never happens. When Bruno leaves, we will play the Biggie song. It was all a dream. Yeah. I used to be, yeah, laid back magazines. Yeah, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, guys, big up to everyone joining. Thank you so much for being here. I'm definitely sticking with my prediction. I think United is going to scrape a win in this game. We're going to shock Liverpool, and the return of the captain will spark that victory. Also, Anthony starting in the right wing back. Big up to everyone joining. Hope you have a wonderful night. Big up to Mr. B. Big up to the football fan zone, as well as Biku Talks in the building. Big up to Anraya Daniela as well. And not to forget Riley. Don't forget to check out the Normality channel with Riley Gaines, guys. If you ever have the time, please check it out. Have a good night. Big up from your boy Mark N.
Baby.